Path of Exile's next big event is coming up very soon. Legacy of Phrecia event is dropping in Path of Exile 1 on February the 20th, which is very soon. It's bringing some really wild changes. Absolutely, I'll be playing. I'm super excited. So should you be. And before we talk more about everything we know and how I feel about it ultimately, let's very quickly spare like literally just a little bit over 1 minute to watch this official trailer. I just want you to be in the same hyped up mood as I am before we keep talking. Let's watch this trailer very quickly and then come back to it.
Embrace our gifts and rise, Ascendant. For there's nothing quite so enticing as Ascendancy. Ooh.
So we're getting 19 brand new Ascendancy classes. How awesome is that? It could shake up metas. Absolutely it will. There will be other builds. And yes, before you ask, I will also follow up this video, reaction video, with my recommendations on what builds are we going to play. So absolutely stay tuned, mate, okay? So there will be a completely new way to play the Endgame, and I think we could use something fun, and that's shaking up the game in general. It's been too boring for far too long, I'm sure you would agree, okay? And also, if you like free cosmetics, because I like free cosmetics all the time, I always got those wings when they were giving them for attending the presentations on the new leagues on Twitch. So, and here we're going to be getting an exclusive armor set, the whole armor set for unlocking, I understand, different Ascendancies, but let's just figure it out. All right, so idol system. First of all, idol system gets introduced. The new Endgame experience. This is awesome. So what exactly are idols? Well, precisely we don't know, but there is plenty shown in the screenshots and in this promotional video that we just watched. So idols, I understand, replace the Atlas tree, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding. Meaning no more traditional passive tree investment in the end game juicing, okay? Instead, we will slot in idols to boost specific content like Breach, Delirium or Expedition, which is fantastic. How strong are the idols? Well, each idol mod apparently is 2 to 3 times stronger than an equivalent Atlas node, which, you know, the more power, the more fun. I mean, who would argue with that, right? Making them significantly more impactful than that choice of an Atlas node. That makes me really excited. Not all mods are going to be equal. Well, duh, of course they are not. Some are balanced to prevent broken interactions, apparently. So, for example, you can't endlessly reopen strong boxes, but you can get free ritual rerolls or massive content stacking. So that's pretty good. How do you get idols? Well, they drop in the end game, I understand, scaling with map juicing. So the harder the map, the more is the probability of idol dropping. There is a static 50% drop chance from the final map bosses. Fantastic, predictable, right? Grindable, that makes it exciting. Meaning that we are guaranteed to find them consistently. That's great. So with high enough investment, we will be getting multiple idols per map as well. We will expect quicker, more rapid progression and customization of the characters, which for people who are a little bit less pro and have actually a life and a job, it is exciting because we will be progressing and getting a kick out of the game a lot more than we are getting now. That's a reason why I'm so excited. So with high investment, as always, we will be getting multiple idols per map, so we can, you know, really have a lot of fun there. And if you are wondering, it doesn't surprise me, idols are not here to stay. It is kinda a league mechanic, it is kinda a seasonal mechanic. Unfortunately, the system is exclusive to the event. At least it's being told this way right now. Maybe it will change depending on just how popular it is, but I doubt it. After it ends, players will be able to enable those idols, though, in private leagues for more customization, but the main game is going to lose them. New Ascendancies and mechanic improvements. That's where the meat and potatoes of this league, I'm calling it league, but it's an event, is going to be for me personally. You tell me if this is the main thing you're going to be coming back for. So, the biggest shakeup are those 19 Ascendancy classes. They are not just reworks, they are entirely, completely fresh new takes on the existing classes, offering kind of it's almost new fantasy that is given to the class, offering new skills, passives, and synergies. There are plenty of examples given right now in the blogs and stuff, but we're going to see it in 5 days anyway, as of the moment of publishing of this video. I do want to experiment with something crazy, never seen before builds. That's all I do, and you, my friends, are gonna get a lot of stuff from me if that's what you love doing too. So what about the idol management? Well, developers are actively working on the loadout system for idols, as they've done with the previous leagues, so you can swap setups more easily. Let's say this particular idol setup is for the end game hard bosses, single target, so to speak, and these ones are for map clearing. That's the most basic configuration that I can think of. So if that loadout system is not ready for launch, they are saying, even committing to roll it out in a patch after launch of the event. Awesome, fantastic. And yes, progression is tied to idols, so we will start with 20 slots and unlock up to 32 slots for idols by completing end game content. Listen, I am not being deluded to think that I am probably not going to be scraping the end game, just like I never do, because also with 19 Ascendancies, I think I'm going to just go wide before I go deep, so to speak. Does that make sense to you? All right. So we will also talk about the rewards and duration a little bit. So what's the special event without having something to flex? By hitting level 80, well, good luck hitting level 80. I have level 80 characters, by the way, in case you want to say, Gyro, you've never been at level 80. I have, mate, I have, okay? We will earn 4 pieces of Autumn Night Armor set. Rather sleek, limited time exclusive cosmetic, why the hell not? Hitting level 80, reachable. Totally reachable. I'm gonna get there. But only 4 pieces, man. This event is also bound, if I didn't say it earlier, it's bound to Settlers League, to the current thing that's happening in Path of Exile, meaning that, again, once it ends, our characters are going to, you know, be put into standard, as always, and the Ascendancy points or everything is going to be reset. How long is the event? Looks like it says 1 month from now. That is what we know for now, but the developers are open to extending it based on the feedback. So if we love it, which every like reason is there to believe that we will love it, then they're going to potentially extend it. If the event, as they said, is a hit, then we could see reruns or even new variations of the same event in future. Cool, very good. There are some miscellaneous updates and balance changes, so a few quality of life improvements, such as town upgrades in the Settlers League, will be cheaper, making the early game less grindy. That's cool. Map sustainability issues. Idols now come with implicit bonuses to increase map drops, so even weaker ones will have some kind of value, okay? Atlas blockers, such as preventing harvest encounters, now will be available via unique idols as well. So don't panic in case you had particular very favorite passive Atlas skill point kind of picks. You will still have them here. A couple of other more important details. Forbidden Flesh and Flame Jewels will now grant the original Ascendancy nodes, not the new ones. And the Necro Settlers event will end when the Legacy of Phrecia event starts. So no overlap with the in-game events that are happening now versus the one that is going to happen. So my final thoughts on this: it's super exciting. The event is promising to be one of the most unique and the bestest Path of Exile events in a while. You'll say, Gyro, you just sound like a starved man who finally found a burger. Yeah, man, I am starved for new exciting content. I admit to this, and that's why I'm so excited. But it leaves some question marks, like, will the idols be broken? Probably. So they are balancing, but probably they're going to be broken. That's cool. Will new Ascendancies redefine build meta? They will, 100%, and that's a great thing. We will create more builds. However, say something is amazing to play, like amazing, new, one of those temporary new Ascendancies, amazing to play, likely. out of 19, statistically, pure statistically, and then it goes away at the end of the thing. I reckon the tears are gonna flow, and I'll be probably one crying. So that bothers me. That bothers me. Even the potential of this happening. Yeah. Will the event be so good that we can beg GGG to keep it forever? Yes, likely. However, also very, very extremely unlikely that they will keep it forever. If they extend it, they'll extend it by another month. Or maybe they'll bring it back in 3 months. They'll bring it quarterly back into the game or something like this. That's the best we can expect. Anyway, you can tell I'm excited. Awesome that something is coming to Path of Exile. Awesome that it's coming just before I'm planning to revisit World of Warcraft. I will never leave Path of Exile fully, as I say to the other part of my community, that I will never fully forget about World of Warcraft either. But there is something new coming to World of Warcraft. I will absolutely pay attention to that and produce some content for a while. But this thing coming, the juicy, nice thing coming to Path of Exile just before I have to dive into WoW, is also super exciting, man. So we'll have both contents rolling on the channel just like we did, maybe a little bit balancing here and there. But I welcome your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited? Have you already previewed some Ascendancies? Do you even have some ideas on the new builds that are going to be supporting these new Ascendancies? I'm going to do a little bit of theory crafting, unscientific theory crafting, like I said to you, so stay tuned. Another video is absolutely coming in quick succession, maybe in 2-3 days, definitely before the Phrecia releases. I'm going to definitely tell you which builds I think are more or less suitable or best suitable for those projected Ascendancies, for your leveling to get you to the Ascendancy. Let's talk about this very soon. Exciting times, my friends, for Path of Exile 1 players. Stick around. I'll talk to you next week.
Shine boldly so that all may find you when the night falls.